as I promise, like, and even it's been a weird these past few months, and knowing out.
Oh shit! Oh god! Oh shit!
Matisse there, the free kick for Mahrez, just too good, just too good.
Oh, the handball! That's a fucking handball. That's a penalty, mate. That's a penalty all day long.
I will say this. Has anyone got over how bad the penalty was from Kai Havertz yesterday? The handball. Even Graham Potter was seen on the sidelines saying, F me. He couldn't handle it. He's like, what's going on? What's going on?
It's a penalty, mate. He's gone to the screen. It's a pen. Get in there. Boom.
Boom.
Go on, now. Oh,
yes! Oh,
Yes,
let's go!
It's 3-0. It's 3-0. Fucking kill me now. 3-0.
The disappointment, the pain, the frustration. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know why that made me laugh so much. Let me read what that was doing. It was one of the best. It's one of the best things I've ever heard at someone say on fan channel. Just hear that again.
It's 3-0. Fucking kill me now. 3-0. Game over. It was game over before the game even started.
True.
Roof of the net.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Listen, it's an overview of the reactions here. Remember, all the channels we feature, their links to their channels are in the description. Go and follow, go and support the fan channel community. I get the frustration of Chelsea fans, though. I get the anger of Chelsea fans. But what is the right step forward? That's the big question. Let's take a look at what some other Chelsea fans had to say. Some real interesting stuff here.
Right, 4-0 down, and all I heard was support. All I heard was support from these Chelsea fans, right? Nothing but support. 4-0 down to Man City in a terrible performance, and all I'm hearing is these boys singing. That is support. No player on that pitch gave support today. I don't care, right? If Potter gave nothing today, the players gave nothing today. I don't care who you are. I don't care what the name's on your back. If you're not playing for the badge on the front, get the fuck out of this club. Get the fuck out of this club. All I'm saying is, like, there's a phrase that's been constantly said in football. If you play for what's on the front of the badge, then we'll remember the name on the back. If you're going to do a spineless effort, if you're going to give up, if you're going to commit fouls, if you're not going to have a single shot on target, maybe one or two, if you're not going to show that spineless effort, why are you on the pitch? Why are you playing? Roman Abramovich, right, has spent years building this club up. He has built a foundation for us, and this has been ruined by an American owner and a clueless manager. Sorry, I backed Potter, right? I backed Potter. I said, give him a transfer window. Let him build a squad, right? That's been fucked up today.
Do you reckon that's gone? Do you think that's it? Was there a solid foundation when Roman Abramovich left? Legit. The boys here on Chelsea Fan TV think not. Ben here ain't having it. Ben doesn't think he thinks there was a foundation and Todd Bowley and Graham Potter have broken it. Or has this been in the making for the past 4 to 5 years at Chelsea? It's just all come to a head. I want to get your take on that, because that is a massive claim.
Why?
Just because it wasn't even, for me, it was an effort the last game. It was just a lack of quality. I mean, 4-0 less. I don't even know what to say.
I think the way we played was pathetic. I think we can all agree on that. But let's be real. I've said all season this squad is not good enough. And I feel like the reaction from today is just we've all started to realise it. We can pin the blame on Graham Potter all that we want. And yes, some of the subs were ridiculous. And we haven't looked good for ages. But I keep saying no other manager is changing this. No other manager is getting better out this squad. This squad has been needing a rebuild for years. And the fact that we've neglected it for so long is the reason why the squad's at this level now. It's Manchester City first and foremost. Let's be real, who actually thought we were coming here and getting a result? Especially after the fact that we played well against Man City in the last game and we still lost. No one realistically thought we were going to get a result. And in spite of that, the way that we played was still pathetic. There was
I think what Lewis is saying here is spot on. I think Chelsea's issues go beyond Bowley and Graham Potter, because if you think about all that money they spent in the summer of 2020, do you remember during the lockdown period, Lampard was manager? It felt like they bought 3,000 players, Havertz, Werner, and all that jazz. There was a thing of, wow, look what we've done. Like, how many of those players are still there now and/or performing? This isn't the Americans for me this summer that have overspent, bought a load of old tosh, and ruined Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea were already declining, and that's because they haven't had a sustainable model for a long period of time. And I just think Chelsea fans are really struggling to kind of comprehend that right now.
hella first team players in that squad that didn't perform. Havertz, I've been saying he's fucking shit, and he showed it again. I thought he was playing basketball.
Oh, just.
Potter, let's just change the league table so you can see the Potter situation, because let's be honest, it's not great. It's not great for Chelsea to be in 10th position, but straight away, I mean, and you know what I'm going to say about Potter, but straight away, Chelsea are 10th in the league, but one win takes you up to, is it 7th? Like, if you win the game that you've got in hand on Brentford and Fulham, then that takes you up to 28 points. I think Fulham may have a better goal difference. Maybe not if you win your game in hand. So, look, Chelsea probably are about 7th best in the league at the moment. Obviously, Brighton will have something to say about that. Funnily enough, that's the club you got Potter from. But I genuinely look at Chelsea and I think that is just not a good job for anybody to take on, and it's definitely a job that you've got to be looking at next season. Now, fans, again, Chelsea fans, it's your club. You've got every right to be impatient. Of course you have. But I think it says a lot about somebody's football knowledge if they're looking at it and saying sack Potter, because
that's a big claim from Goldbridge there. Like, not claim, maybe the wrong word. It's a big statement. Basically saying you don't know ball if you want Graham Potter sacked.
No manager is coming in and getting you top 4. So why would you sack him? What you have in Potter is, and what you've got to do with Potter is say, what have you got? You've got a manager that is very exciting, is a very developmental coach, and can get a team built that performs consistently for him if he's got the right team around him. And he did that at Brighton. And people were saying, well, he did it at Brighton. Is it not harder to do it at Brighton with a restricted budget when you're still competing against Man City, Liverpool, everybody each season? So,
a great point there again by Goldbridge. And look, I echo a lot of what he thinks around this Graham Potter situation. I'm convinced he's made mistakes. I think that the fade, the new clothes, the new image he tried to portray, be yourself, Graham. Don't try and be somebody else because you're at Chelsea. It's not a great look. You know, it was a little bit like you must have seen, I grew up on a council estate, so I saw this a lot. You get some 45-year-old dude who suddenly starts dating some 21-year-old. And that has no issue with that. It is what it is. You know, it's legal, it's cool, it's fine, if that's what tickles your pickle. But then when the guy starts bowling around in clothes like he's 21, it looks kind of weird. That's what Graham Potter looked like. And I think for me, what Goldbridge has pulled on there, what I want to put out to you viewers today, whether you're a Chelsea fan or not, is does Graham Potter deserve time? Does he deserve time at Chelsea? Or is he and Bowley the reason, as per Ben from Chelsea Fan TV, the reason that they find themselves in the situation that they are currently in? Let me know right now. Up next, a little bit of Liverpool chat.
Quite simply, FSG are a bunch of fucking clowns.
Sorry, I weren't even expecting that. Okay.
In my eyes. Like, once again, the January window rolls around, or pick a window rolls around, and the brief comes out about In the summer, lads, you know what? In this summer coming up, not this window, but in the summer, loads of dosh. Wonga galore. £50 notes in the summer. I promise you. 250 mil in the summer for a hair clop to go out there and spend. But right now it's a bit tight at the minute, lads. You know what I mean?
I love that Craig is calling this out of the Anfield agenda, because people always think I've got an agenda against their club when I speak about these matters. But all of the top six, the traditional top six, Newcastle now as well, multiple other clubs in the Prem, are owned by billionaires or billionaire organizations that are worth multiple billions, or they're owned directly by a billionaire. The only excuse for not spending money is that your owners aren't willing to invest their own cash. So even if the business as the club is running low of funds for one reason or another, you've overspent on some misfiring targets, you had huge contract renewals, the pandemic, whatever it may be, there is always a way out, because your owners can pump in circa £100 million every 3 years under FFP rules for transfers. There's actually other methodologies to pumping in other money for other things, youth development, stadium development, etc. So the club can always do it. But the fact it's taken so many Liverpool fans this long to notice the pattern, or at least speak out about the pattern where they're lied to. Oh, I always remember that Nike deal. That Nike deal came before the pandemic. The new Nike deal, where Liverpool were the first team ever to be earning such a high percentage of commission on every single item sold, every Liverpool piece of Nike merchandise sold, they were going to earn a percentage, and it was going to move the needle, and they were going to go to another level. They were expanding the stadium, which meant more ticket revenue, meaning they were going to catch up with the big boys financially at the top. Liverpool fans have just been lied to for such a long time, and I'm so glad to see more and more. I know Kopish have been calling it out. Dom Hussam has been calling it out, and I'm glad to see Craig calling this out now on the Anfield agenda, because he's absolutely spot on.
I haven't got much, but in the summer, woo! And then what will happen is, something will happen between now and the summer, whether it be us not qualifying for the Champions League or something, where they go, well, actually, the plan was the summer, but we're going to go big in the winter. Oh, you'd be building snowmen at a £50 notes in the winter, lads.
He's, again, bang on there, Craig is. He's bang on, and they move the goalposts all the time. And as I say, the communist Reds, I call them. And I call them the communist Reds, as in there are certain Liverpool fans that will not step out of line and speak against their club. The reason at the beginning of this Liverpool section that I said that I get called out as being a hater is because nobody likes an outsider talking about their club. But I actually care about how fans are treated within football. This is a working class sport built by the working classes for the working classes. I have people from the middle class, people from upper class, first class, royalty, whoever. Well, I don't even know what the right phrases are, but from any class wants to watch football, fair enough. But I don't like seeing the working class communities lied to, mistreated, outpriced, overpaying for things. And then at the end of that, when TV costs are higher than they've ever been before, match prices are higher than before, a damn kit. I bought my son, he wanted the Portugal kit for Christmas, and I'm sure club kits are the same. A Portugal kit with his name and number on was £145. And I'm thinking to myself, when I was a kid, it was about 30. So we're being priced, everything's going up. It's more and more expensive. The least our clubs could do is spend some of that goddamn money to improve our teams, to give us more enjoyment from our football clubs. It's as simple and as straightforward as that for me. But listen, I want your views and want your opinions on the reactions today. All the channels we've featured are in the bottom below. Remember, support the fan channel community. Very, very important that you do that. Until next time, take care. I don't know why I just hit that button, but it came on anyway. And we'll see you all again very soon. Bye-bye.